Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net coming at you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. You guys, it's like 111 degrees this whole week. I don't know what to do. But anyways, so if you hear some noise, that's my fan, that's my ACs. Everything's going on full blast right now. It is hot. But welcome back to my channel, you guys. I am here doing, again, as I do Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, doing some junk journal related crafty stuff. Today we are going to be working with some scrap paper, and I have a whole bunch. You guys know everybody's got all this scrap paper. I have tons and tons of scrap paper right now. So I thought this would be a good idea. Somebody suggested, I can't remember who suggested it yesterday. I think they suggested it on the live chat. They said that I could staple some like little book. Oh, I think it was at Eastie. She said that I could staple some little pages on the inside of the mini files that I made the other day. And I was like, you know what, I could. So I figured I'd pull out all my scraps today and see what kind of fits. Like these strips are a little bit too thin, so I'm not going to be including these strips. Hi, Patricia. Hey, what's up, girl? So I'm going to be using more pieces of paper like this that are this size, you know, bigger pieces. But I'm going to first I'm going to make my file folder. And I'm just going to use this piece of scrap paper, and this is the size that this one's going to be. I don't know what size it is exactly. It doesn't really matter. Whatever it is, that's what it is. So I am going to start, just like I did that other day, notch it in the beginning. And then I'm going to make it 2.5 inches wide. And then we'll notch it again. And then... oh, yeah, I need my cutter. Oh, yeah. We are going to need our little cutter. And I'm going to cut this part here off right there. So now it's a little file folder. Isn't that cute? It looks exactly like a little manila folder. That's kind of adorable. Okay, so we got one that we're going to use. Let's keep pulling out some more. And I'm using cardstock. So I'm going to use cardstock for the file folders. And then I don't know exactly what I'm going to use for the rest of them. But I'm just going to keep on looking through my scraps. These are just little pieces of cardstock. Too small, though. Just some paper. Oh, here's a piece of cardstock right here. It's pretty big. So let's cut off some of this right here. And this is going to be our new file folder. Fold it in half. It is white, so it might be a little hard to see on the screen. And then we need to put the notches. I would have liked to organize my scraps. They're organized more like by paper pads, but I would like to organize them more like by cardstock and paper. There's so much stuff in there. I always thought I had a nice bin, but I did not. I had a lot of stuff in it. So I'm just going to keep making these little file folders. Oops. So let's get this cut off here. A little bit more, actually. Okay. That's good enough. So that's our next little file folder. And let me put in the little papers that we're going to put in here. I'm not going to get too picky. Basically, what I'm going to do is just put the papers here, lay them out in this size, and then staple them. Or I might just sew them. I'm not sure. We're going to figure that out in a second. But I need to cut them down a size a little bit. See how big they are. They need to be 3.5. No, they need to be 3 inches. 3 inches. So let's just do that with some of these papers. I don't want to use too many of the same paper anyways. Hey, Robin. What's up, girl? So 3 inches. Oh, I didn't see how tall, but here's 3. See if this will fit here. I need to cut it down a little bit smaller. And these just go according to the size of your little file. Okay, so let's go on with some more paper. So I'm just looking through my stuff here. I have way too much scrap, you guys. Oh my goodness. I was thinking of maybe even selling like paper scrap packs or something. We'll see. So just all these small pieces I can't use, just white paper. More cardstock if I wanted to make more file folders. Let's see what other interesting papers we have in here. This one's kind of interesting. We can make a file folder out of that one. Oh, here's some book paper. Yay. Something different. Okay. Ooh, we have these pretty pictures that I didn't know exactly what to do with, but they'll be cute in here. Not all of them. Some. These are too small to be file folders. A little bit too small. Here's some paper. Scrapbook paper. So I'm trying to exclude all the cardstock. I'm not trying to put too much cardstock in the little packs inside here. Okay. Here's the good stuff. Here's all the good stuff. Okay, good. I knew I had scrap paper. I have a lot of, I just noticed I have a lot of pretty cardstock. That would be cute. Those are a little too small. Okay, here's some more. Just make little file folders out of your cardstock and it'll look cute, I think. Put this in there. What is this? Oh, some lined paper. Okay. Here's some pretty coffee dye paper that can be turned into file folders as well. Just looking for a nice size cardstock, not too small. Coffee dye paper. I have some good stuff in here. I don't know why I thought it was all just, scrap paper. Good stuff in here. I just tend not to use a lot of cardstock in my journals, like in my signatures or anything like that. I don't tend to use a lot of cardstock. So I guess it all kind of ends up here. Let's see. I don't know why I'm so surprised. This is good stuff right here. A lot of good stuff that I got to cut down now so I can add it to these file folders that I'm making. Pulling out all the good stuff. Okay, for now we're good. It's a lot of nice selection of, like I said, scrap paper. Okay. Let me move it aside so I can work here. So I can do a little bit of work since I picked out some scrap paper and some scrap cardstock here. Let's make more file folders before we start cutting, because this is a little bit more fun. And of course, like I said, we're just making them all sorts of sizes. We're not doing any one size or anything like that at all. Not at all. And you can make the tab as big or as small as you'd like. I prefer between 2 and 2.5 inches. I think is what works for me. There's a little file folder right here. I have so many of these scrap papers, it's not even funny. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I don't even know how I ended up with so many scraps. I don't know. It just happens, I guess. So we'll do this one in the beginning. And then 2.5, I think. No, this one's small. We'll make it 2. It's a little one. It's a bigger piece of paper. I'll make the tab a tiny bit bigger. There we go, a little file folder. Yes, it works out very, very well with this tab punch. I heard you could also make bows out of it too. And this cardstock's a little thick, a little bit. And it was off. It's not exactly where it needs to be either. Okay. So let's go to 2. Go to 2 here also. It's a little hard on the wrist, a little bit. I should probably stand up to do that part. Because it's cardstock, it's a little rough. And you want to use one of these cutters where you can kind of move the blade, you know what I mean? Kind of position it where you want to cut. That is definitely the type of cutter that I recommend for this particular project. I have a cutter that doesn't do that. That wouldn't be able to do that exactly, so that's why I use this one. And that's also why I mention it. So just keep making these little file folders. Normally I would use my big old scoreboard to do this, to like even fold it, but it's okay. Right, this is the next step. Okay, I'm going to stand up to do this because it's a little rough. It's a little rough. Okay, and then to the number 2, we'll make it 2.5. No, we won't. 2.5 is too big. 2 1/8 maybe, 2 1/4. I guess 2 1/4. Okay. It was a little too big. Should have just done the 2. Cut that off. Cut that off right there. It's not the worst or anything. Hey, Pink Rose, welcome. So we're just putting those aside. I'm going to do the rest of these, and then we can get started on trying to get the papers for the inside, because that's going to take a while too to cut them to size. I'm just making a bunch of file folders right now. And this is cardstock. So that's good. I'm going to put this one at the very beginning in the middle. And then you move it along to the number 2 here. And punch. And then we'll cut them out in a moment. I think I'm going to do all of them at the same time. Some of this cardstock, especially after you bake it, doesn't want to fold very well. Also, might be a little bit old cardstock. That might be it too. Okay, halfway point, move to the number 2, and punch. And then we have to just cut that part out. Okay. Right here. And then to the number 2. Like that. And that's our tab. Hi, Teresa. Welcome, girl. And the size of the paper doesn't really matter, which is good, This one I will do 2.5. No, let's do it 2 1/4. No, let's do it at 2. I can't. I'm so annoying. Let's just do it at 2 from now on. Tab's a little smaller. But I like that though. And these are all odd shapes, odd sizes. They're all cardstock though. Okay, that's it. Woohoo! So now we're gonna cut them out. Maybe I could just rip the paper. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see. I might just be a little savage and just rip my paper. Okay. Here we go. Let's cut this off here. And along. That one didn't come out perfect, so that's okay. It's okay. Got all the scrap papers. This has to be thrown away. I can't do nothing with this. Maybe I could, but I can't handle it right now. I'm just kidding. It's just too many scraps. You know what? I don't know when I'll be finished making scraps from scraps. Like every time I cut a scrap, there'll be another scrap. Does anybody else have this problem? You got to decide what scraps to keep. It's tough. It's really tough. Okay, so we got all of ours done now. So let's see. I want my little folding board here. It's a little scoreboard. And I might just rip the paper like this, you know. I don't know exactly how tall it is or whatever, but it should fit. And they'll just go in whichever ones fit. So that one fits in there. And then here's a little one. Fit in this one here somewhere. And let's keep going. Cut this one down a little shorter. Okay, and now we can cut them down to be smaller sizes. And I enjoy using the little straight edge. It still gives you kind of like that ripped up look, but not really. But you know it's not really ripped up, so that's the good part. Let's see. Just cut this shorter. Make this into different little strips. It'll still work. Okay, this will work for some of them, just the size that it is. I'm not doing any measurements or anything like that. It's just a plain paper. And I'm just kind of going to line them up. I need to cut a little bit shorter for this book here. Just going to grab them here, line them up. Let's see what else I can put in here in this little stash. Here. A little bit. This one's been baked, so it also kind of rips up a little bit differently than if I had regular paper. Right here. There's some more little pieces of paper I guess I gotta keep. Let's see. I can put more papers in there. At least 10, I think I can put in there. Hi, Dana. Hi, Robin. Hello to everybody if I missed anybody. Hello, hello. I'm just sitting here ripping up paper. Just having a blast. Okay, that should be almost enough. ripping them up. And I want to show you guys what I'm going to do ultimately. So I'm trying to get some of this in here. So it's a nice little mix of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. So here's little 10 pieces of paper. I am going to put them here up against this, and I'm going to sew right here. So I got my sewing machine. It's a little further away from me, but it's here. And I'm just going to sew this up really quick. Give me one moment. I'll get my sewing machine closer for the rest of them, but I just wanted to show you guys what I'm going to do so you guys get an idea. I forgot to backstitch. I'll backstitch on the next one, I promise. Okay, so here it is. These little papers are going to be kind of sewed on here. And you're just going to have yourself a little booklet. And so you can write on the back of them, or you can write on the front. And it's just a little rustic scrap paper, little notebook. You can write on the back of it, or you could also kind of switch the papers around so that some of it's not, because I kind of did all of them to the front, all the little scrap paper designs to the front. I could have made some to the back, and so that way it kind of like shows off a little paper so you can write on them. You don't have to write on the back of them. But that is the idea of what we're doing today. I wanted to show you guys because I'm kind of just like putting everything together. It's already been 20 minutes and you don't know what I'm doing. So I wanted to show you. I also should sew on the cover here. So we'll probably do that on the next one. But let's get all these little papers here ripped up and ready to go into this, these little notebooks. I just wanted to show you what exactly we were doing. In case you were wondering, why is she doing that? Why is she ripping up those papers? Not that it would make much sense now, but that's what we're doing. Okay. Oh, it is warm today, you guys. Oh my goodness. I can't. Ugh. It's really hard. And I'm just inside. I can't. My dad works outdoors, and my husband works in a hot warehouse. He says it's hot. So I feel for them. Okay. This stuff here. Make sure it'll fit on some of them. This is interesting. Ooh. Careful with that paper you baked, because it might be a little fragile, you know, a little fragile. Just making all sorts of scraps for my scraps. And this is some paper that I made with alcohol inks. Came out this really pretty blue. Just cutting up scraps. This one. Okay. Just want to make sure it fits on some of them, because some of them are a little bit smaller than others, so gotta keep that in mind. This would be a good way to use up all my little scraps. I could staple it, but I feel like I want to. I could staple some of them. We'll see. It might give it a little different look, but I feel like they would be a little bit more secure if they were sewed on. That's just me. Let's just keep cutting up this paper here. Awesome, awesome. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm just, cutting up paper here. Just cutting up some paper. This is really pretty graph paper that I coffee dyed a long time ago. I need a coffee dye paper again, you guys. I really do. I really have to figure that out. I gotta do something. I didn't need to, because when I do this stuff, I you guys see how many things I make. I do a lot of it. So I haven't had to for a while, but now I'm all out, so I need to. These are going to be way too long. Unless I put them in this, no, it's still too long. Okay. Gotta cut these down a little bit. Okay. We are just going on about our business here, cutting up some paper. So I hope you guys can do this project. I mean, it's so easy. You can use a stapler. You don't even have to sew it on. You know, normally my projects, I usually use a sewing machine instead of like gluing stuff down or anything like that. But in this case, you could definitely just use, you could even use glue if you wanted to. Just glue each paper to each other. That would be another way to get it done. Let's just cut off this strip here because it's a little too big. I thought there was something weird. I don't have my back brace on. I gotta go put that on. Okay, give me a minute. Oh, I gotta go put this back brace on. Thought I felt weird. Okay, I got it. I gotta put myself together. Okay, here we go. Okay, I feel better now. Okay, here we go. This, I could probably just let it be like that, but it's a little too short, or too long, I should say. Cut those off. All right, I printed on the inside of these. Never mind, let me rip them apart. Like that. Almost went through my whole scrap pile here. Sorry I didn't do this before. You know me, I don't know what I'm going to do till literally 5 minutes before I go live sometimes. Sometimes I'm not that prepared. It happens. Okay. So they look good, but they need to be a little shorter. That'll work. Just get out all your scraps. I would say, yeah, about 10 pages. You might even be able to get away with 15, honestly. Because that's how many I do on my normal journals. So you could even do 15. We'll see. I'll give it a try. I'll sacrifice my sewing machine for you guys. I'll try it once. My theory is I could probably do 15. That's my sewing machine, though. Yours might be different. Don't come telling me you broke your sewing machine now. So, okay. It's a lot easier when the scraps are the same size, but that doesn't happen all the time. What are you gonna do? Okay. There's some ledger paper that I got in Mexico. So it's like in Spanish. That's okay. That's okay. That's cardstock. Again, I don't want nothing to do with cardstock right now. Nothing to do with cardstock. Okay. Hi, baby. Welcome, welcome. Here's some more papers. I'm ripping more of them at a time now. I suggest you do that too. These are going to be good for those embellishments I like to make. So I have a bunch of those little papers now. Oh my goodness, it's just going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay, so we come to the end here with these book papers I want to do. These are going to be so pretty. I have plenty of them, so I'm not really like, oh, I need to keep them or anything like that. These are so pretty. Okay. One more rip. There we go. And these need to be cut shorter. Right here. Right here. Okay. Okay, so that's the little papers we're going to put in them. So let's get going. I'm building up these little sets here. We're just putting different pieces of paper. Like I said, some of them you're going to want to put forward. Some of them you want to put backwards. You want to get a nice little mix. Whenever you want to cut them, just cut them. Does that fit? Yep. This will fit. This will fit. Then there's this. There's this. Some coffee dyed paper. Some book paper. Let's see. Paper. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So might be too big. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think I can get 15. I'm just going to kind of tap them all to get them all on the right side. But they could be a little spread out. They don't even have to be all in the middle. In this case, they do, though, because they're just really small. Okay. So there's 15 pieces of paper here. We'll see if my sewing machine can sew it. We shall see. Wish me luck. Here we go. Yeah, 15 might be too much. It might just be a little too much for this. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. 15 is fine. So there we go. Here's another one that's done. It's just a little booklet with a bunch of little scrap papers that you could use to write on. And like I said, I should have sewed on here. I'll probably sew on the next one. Let me get the next one going with some sewing. And let me change out the thread. I'm going to use a different color thread. I always use the same color. I kind of want to use a magenta one because, like I said, it just shows up so nice. But maybe red. Maybe I could use some red. Where is my red? Okay, here's some red. All right, let's use some red thread on this now. So let me change this up. It's fun to change it up sometimes. The white doesn't really show very well on these colors. They're a little bit bright. Okay. And we'll get the red in here. Now I am going to do a little bit of fancy stitching on the border, on the on the folder. Hopefully it goes well. Okay, sorry, I had to concentrate there. Okay, so now we got red thread in here. Yay. So on this one, let's... Okay, you know what I want to do? Okay, I'm going to do the same thing as I did on the ones I made yesterday. And I'm kind of going to put just a border around here, and I'm going to do fancy stitch across here. I think that's what it's going to look. Hi, Celeste. Just doing a straight stitch here. Okay, so here's my straight stitches. As you can see, nice and red right there. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's do this. I think I went a little too far. Not as good as I would want it to be, but okay. Straight stitch is the easiest stitch, but it can be so hard because, I mean, it's got to be straight. You can't tell it's not. So, there we go. I put a nice border on both of them. Let me get these threads cut off. And then I'm going to do a pretty fancy border here. Let me do my favorite, this little scalloped edge that I really, really love to do. I'm going to do it on the widest, longest setting. Here we go. Okay. And then I want to do it on this side too. It just looks really pretty with that little scalloped edge that I love. Hi, Robin. Okay. So we got these pretty scalloped edges on each side. And then, I'm going to hit it with my favorite combo, the scalloped edge and the stars, number 27. And I am using my sewing machine, the Brothers Project Runway Limited Edition CE1125 PRW, in case you need to know. That's what I've got going on. And I'm going to do this little stars, these little stars that I love, again on the biggest, widest setting. It's a really cute machine, Marcia. If I didn't have all these stitches, I'd be jealous too. I'm not gonna lie. They're so cute. And I don't use them very often, but they are really cute. Okay, so here is that pretty, I love this combo of the scalloped edge and these stars. I think it is so cute. It's my favorite. I'm telling you, it's my favorite combo. It looks so pretty with the red thread. I love it. Oh my God. April told me a while ago about that whole foot thing. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then the other day I noticed that the little number, the little letter changed right here on my little screen. I hadn't noticed that. I'm just using the same foot. I don't know. This stitch, it requires a different foot than the straight stitch. I don't know. I'm not changing them out. Okay, there is my favorite combo, you guys. The little stitches, the little scallop edge with the little stars on both sides. That is too cute. Too cute. This little scrap piece of cardstock is now fabulous. Fabulous. It's feeling its little fantasy, and it looks beautiful. Okay, so now we got to pile on the little pieces of paper. So now let's figure out what little pieces of paper we're going to put on here. I kind of want the bigger pieces because this is one of the bigger little books. So I'm going to put the big pieces of paper in there. Put those two, why not? That might still be too wide. Okay. Here. Hi, Susan. And I didn't say hi to Golden Author. Hi. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9. So 10. 11. 12. Okay, right. I was only going to do 10. Okay, we're doing 10. We're doing 10. Some of them, move all these scraps. Some of them can kind of be moved over a little bit. Like this is what I mean, like moved over a little bit. Just like this. You could also staple this in, of course. You don't have to do this in particular with the sewing machine at all. Y'all know me. Okay. I'm not going to be too picky about it being exactly centered or anything like that. You know what? Let me see if I could do the stars on this one. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I think I can. Oh my God, I'm doing it. This one's going to be super cute. Just wait. Just wait till you see this one. Okay, you guys. Oh my goodness. Look. Look what I did. I put the little star stitch in it. Ah! Ah! So beautiful. I love it, you guys. And you see how I put the papers kind of offsetting each other this time? Kind of next to each other. You know what I mean? Not all in the middle. That's kind of a cute look too. I am loving it, you guys. Right? Oh, the little stars. It shows on the back though, I just noticed, but that's fine. That's okay too. That looks so cute. I love it with the little stars. Too exciting, you guys. I'm way too excited over these little mini file folders. Okay, so let's get started on the next one. Let me do this teal one. It's a little one, but that's okay. That's okay. So let's start it off with our straight stitch. Straight stitch treatment here. And I'm just going to put a 1/4 inch, or no, 1/8 of an inch border around the edges. One more, this way. Okay. So right there you can see the red still. I love it. So this is some coffee dyed cardstock here that I don't even know how many years ago I did. It's been a long time. A long time. I want to say at least 3 years. You never know when you'll use it. I always make too much than I need, and here I am 3 years later trying to use it up still. Terrible. But it works out for junk journals. Okay. So here's my border I like to put around the edge. And this is a good project for you if you have to practice your straight stitch. That's the only way I got better at mine. Let's see if I can do a cute stitch, something else. Let me do the stars, and then we'll do another one underneath it. So I'm going to do the stars again. Even though I have a lot of stitches, I got to say, I have my favorites, though. I really do. Hi, Sandra. Okay, right there. And then on this side, too. Hey, Sandra. I love it with these little stars. This is one of my absolute favorite stitches. Now, I know I said I was going to do a different stitch, but I'm not. I'm going to do that scalloped edge again, except this time I'm going to make it go the other way by sewing it this way instead of that other way. So last time I sewed it like this, and that's how I got this little edge right here. So this time I'm going to sew it this way so that the edges are this way. So it's going to be a little different. Still the same, but a little different. Just a little bit different. And as I suspected, it looks really cute. So here's the difference, you guys, from sewing them different places. You can make the stitch go the other way. So you guys can see here. Same stitches, but kind of a little bit reversed. So let's do that same thing again over here on this side. Hey, Benjamin. Let's do that. Okay. So here it is. Here's this other little file folder. And there is no template. Where's for template? Sherry, I used, let me show you. It's a piece of cardstock, folded in half. Then I get my envelope punch board. So the We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board. That's what I'm using here. And we punch it at one point. Doesn't matter where, really. And then I move it to the number 2 over here in the middle. Oops, you saw my boobs. I'm sorry, you guys. How inappropriate. Okay, so after that, after that wardrobe malfunction, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. After that, you are going to cut these little flaps off. And just leave your little tab on. So that is how I made these. There's no template. You just got to make them your own size with whatever piece of, this is cardstock right here. So whatever cardstock you have, you make your little tab. And that's it. There's no template. That is the fun part about this project. Okay. So now that I got this little folder here decorated, now I am going to put in the little papers on the inside. So, see little papers. That can be, this needs to be shortened a little bit. 2 and 3 and let's see, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm only putting 10 pages in here again. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that they're kind of spaced out a little bit. So one might be a little bit to the right, one might be a little bit more to the left. Just like that. That's the whole idea of it. So you can kind of see the little layers as you go along. It doesn't have to be straight or anything, so don't worry about that part. It's okay. This needs to be shortened up a little bit, so that'll be right there. Okay, and then just make sure it all kind of fits inside. And let's sew this on, and I'm gonna use, what am I gonna do? I guess I could try that scalloped edge, but it might be a little too many points. So was that star. That was a lot of points too. Let's try this little scalloped edge. I don't know what's gonna happen, but let's try it. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's working. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if it would, to be honest with you. Okay, here we go. That's what it looks like with the little scalloped edge on inside there, holding it all together. So you got your little booklet here. Again, it's 10 pages. I wouldn't do more than 10, at least not on my sewing machine. 10 seems to be its happy spot. Any more than that, and it starts to struggle. That's okay. I think this looks cute. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? I think they look adorable. I think they look cute. Their little side. Of course, this is just to put, you know, in a pocket of your junk journal, something like that. I think that would be cute. A cute place to put these. And again, just with all your scraps, you guys, just pull out all your scraps, get them together, and of course you can see the difference between sewing on them and then not sewing on them. They come to life when you sew on the cover. But of course, they look cute even if you don't. That's fine too. That's fine too. So let's keep it going. I still have a lot of them to do. Let me start with the cover again. I always start with the cover. I'm going to put a little border around it. Sorry, I'm at the wrong spot here. Isn't that cute? It's just a turquoise. I don't know what color cardstock this was, and then you coffee dye it. Love it. Love it. Okay, I went too far. Backtrack. Okay. More. This way. Okay. Hi, Kate. You're good. I'm gonna keep going. I got a lot of this to do. I cut up a lot of stuff without realizing that it would probably take a while to get it all together. But I'm gonna be here for a minute. A little bit. I want to make more of them before I'm done. I think I only made 4. That's not enough for me. I spent most of the time cutting up the paper. Don't worry. Oh, and I also could round the edges on the next one. I could probably do that. Okay. So now let's put our little decorative stitches on here. What am I going to do? Let's see, I like this. Let's see, it's number 54. It's kind of like a honeycomb almost. Almost like a honeycomb. Let's see what it looks like. See, it's almost like a little honeycomb. I kind of prefer my little scallop and stars combo, but you gotta switch it up. Gotta switch it up. I forget what some of these stitches look like sometimes. You like to round all the corners? Oh my God, Celeste, one of my design team members, she's so funny. She's like, I like to round all the corners. She said that sharp corners were aggressive. I'm like, oh my God, girl, you're too funny. They're aggressive. Oh my God, she did not just say that. I just thought she was so funny for saying that. Oh my goodness. You could definitely do that, round your corners before. I just kind of, I haven't learned how to turn the corner when I sew. So that's why I haven't done it. I haven't learned that yet exactly. Okay, so this one's a little bit weird. It's not as pretty as my other ones, but whatever. It's okay. You got to use different stitches. You got to switch it up. But I do like the other stitches better. That little combo of the scalloped edge and the stars, it's kind of my thing right now. Okay, so let's get these little papers on here. Some of them are a little bit too big, but it's okay. We'll fix it. We'll get it fixed. And of course, I'm kind of spreading the papers out a little bit. Some of them can be in the middle, but most of them got to be off to the side or something. This one's a little too big. Off to the side. Other side. How many is this already? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3-point needle turn. Needle down, pivot a little, and stitch. I gotta learn how to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does this fit? Kind of. 8. 9. 10. 11. And I think we'll end it with that. But I like having this little flower thing in the middle, in the beginning, actually. I That's really cute. So let's lay this out again. And I kind of do it with the little folder kind of closed, so that I can lay these in here. Again, some of them kind of go off to the sides because they're a little bit too short. That's the idea. Here. Let's get back in place. Okay. Okay. There it is. Make sure it all still fits in the border. And let's get it sewed in. Okay, right here. And I'm just going to use the last stitch that I was just on. And if you're cool, you can backstitch. If you're one of those cool people. Okay, so there is this little booklet. I like to actually have this flower part in the beginning. I think it looks really cute. So here's this one. Full of little scraps to write on. You could also pull them out if you wanted to. So that is this little folder right here. I think that is just way too cute. Again, you could also just staple the little papers on here. You don't have to sew them. You could also just glue them to each other at the very top and then glue them to the little folder in the back. That's also an idea that you could do. So let's keep the fun going here. I got another big one. Another one of big file folders. The other ones are kind of, you know, smaller versions. So I kind of like this size. A little bit bigger. And let's get our straight stitch in. Let's go. And I'm just using an 1/8 of an inch border around, as close to an 1/8 of an inch as I can get. One more. Went too far on that one. Okay, here we go. Pivot. Okay, so let's do, what are we going to do? You know, I've never done this little leaf. I don't know if it's even cute. 66. It's right after the scallop one. Let me try it out on this one, see if I even like it. I think those points are too close together at default. Yeah, those points are too close at default. You could tell that when the points are too close with your stitching, if you push it and it kind of rips. It's actually pretty good, but it doesn't even look like I had left any paper. So let's just let's see what it looks like at its widest setting. Some stitches are just not for paper, I'll tell you that right now. Okay, that's kind of cute. Okay, let's do that one. So we're going to do these like little vines almost. Something just got stuck. Yeah, I was going too fast. Stitching too fast. This one's pretty. Okay, I never used this one, honestly. But this is kind of cute. You see that? Little like vines, little leaves. Okay, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. So let's do it on this side. It looks really cute, actually. I'm giving it a chance, you guys. I'm giving it a chance. Giving all these stitches new chances. Okay, the stitching takes a while. That's what most of my video is going to be, probably. This little vine stitch, which I actually kind of like. But I feel like I want to pair it with something else. But with what? What would look cute with this one? Let's see. Maybe this 57. I don't think that's going to be cute, actually. Let me just do number 50, which is a really cute stitch. Just has to be kind of adjusted. Should have made it wider. Oh, that looks cute. Yeah, this does look cute. This little, like, almost like V-shaped little line. I'm into it. I'll work with it. Okay, this is cute. This is pretty cute. Yes. Cute stitching on this one. It does look like a baseball, right? It does. It does a little bit. Yes, it does. Okay, so let's get to making the little booklet here. I have to use the largest pages, because this is definitely the largest book here. Again, offsetting the pages a little bit between each other. So one's a little bit more this side, one's that side, like that. That's what I mean. Let's go lighter. Okay. I want this one in the beginning, though. That would look cute in the beginning. Book paper. What else do I got? What else? Okay. Okay, I don't know how many pages that is. It's probably too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, that's too many. So let's take those off and put this one on here. And let's get to sewing. Might be moving some papers in slightly. But okay, let's sew this all together here. Let's get up here. All right. Yeah, the live streams are always saved on my channel. You could always go back and see what I've done. And I go live every day, Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. At this time, same channel. Okay, so here's this one. Kind of one of the bigger ones here. It's little inside, looking all cute. Living its best life. It's adorable, you guys. Loving it. Loving it. Okay, so let's keep going. This one was just for a test. Let's see what other ones I have. I didn't cut this one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Right there. Okay, now we're back. Now we're back. So let's do this one then. It's little. I lost my sandal. Okay, here it is. Oh, what am I doing? I'm supposed to do straight stitch. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. I was doing the fancy stitch again. Oh my goodness. You might not be able to see the red thread on this red cardstock. Maybe. I don't know. Can you see that? Yeah, a little bit. It's a tiny bit darker. Okay. So now we can pick out our fancy stitches. Let me get some water though. I am thirsty. It is so hot out here. Oh my gosh. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. Probably a million. Okay. So we can do some fancy little stitches over here. I'm trying to kind of venture out of what I normally do, you know, trying to, but not really, but trying to. Let me do this little squiggly line. I don't know what it's going to do, but it's kind of cute. Squiggly line, number 76. And actually, I'm going to keep trying stuff out on this stitch here. I don't know exactly how it's going to go. Here we go. I don't think that does not look cute. Let's do it at default to see if it kills my paper. Yeah, that's gonna burn. That burns holes through my paper. Literally, it just made holes. Okay, well, geez. Good thing I didn't try it on my actual paper. Okay, so let me see if I can do number 58. Sometimes you just have to try these out, you guys. Sometimes you just do. Thread some skinny ribbon through the holes. That would be cute. Let's see. That's not cute at all. Yeah, that is not cute. Let's see, number. I don't think I can do any of these other stitches. They just look kind of crazy. Let's do 77. Let's see what number 77 looks like. I just want to see. That is what. That's not going to be good. Well, let's see. Actually, that's adorable. Okay, you guys, look at this. Look at this. It does this scallop with little zigzags. Oh, yes. Let's try that. Let's try it. You got me. Let's try it. I've never tried those stitches. I didn't know they were that cute. Look at that. That's adorable. It's like a little zigzag scallop. Oh my god. Why didn't nobody tell me about this? Nobody told me. I'm so mad. Why did nobody tell me this was adorable? I don't know. Okay, so let's do what else? Let's see, what else do they got? It's kind of cute. Let me see, number 82 is kind of cute. Actually, let me do my stars with this one, just like I would with my other scalloped. My stars, number 27 on the biggest, whitest setting. I stopped because my string is getting caught here. Okay, now we're good. Right? Yeah, now we're good. Okay. Are the larger ones 4x6? I don't think so. I think they're smaller. Yeah, they're 5 inches by, if you count the tab, 4 inches. So 5x4 for these big ones. 5x4. Oh, that looks cute with the little scalloped edge there and the little stars. It's all in red, so you can't really see it too much. But it's cute, trust me. The paper's more like watermelon red, and the thread is more like a deep red. So there is some contrast, but for the most part, it kind of blends together. I might have just discovered some new stitches. I didn't even know they looked like that. Okay. Thing I experiment sometimes, once in a while I do. Okay, so here's all my thread. And then I can do the papers inside. So we'll have to do the papers on this side. Okay, let's cut this a little bit smaller. Okay. Just putting different papers in here. I'm not even caring which ones it is. I just care about the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And where's those flowers here? This will be 10. That makes 10. I'm going to do that same zigzag stitch, that same scalloped zigzag that I did earlier. I changed the length to the longest length. That's the only modification I did to the settings. Okay, let's sew these on. what I'm doing over here. Again, I do 10 pages, but your sewing machine might be a little bit different. That is how it looks like when it sews it all together. I think it's just adorable. I'm having a lot of fun, like making like different little stitch combos with these. I think that's a whole lot of fun right there. I think this one looks cute. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. This will be this cute pink one. Let's go back to the straight stitch and some water. Okay. Add this little border around. Totally unnecessary, but I don't know. I like to do this part. A lot of people ink their edges. I don't. So I try and put emphasis on stuff in different ways, such as the stitching and everything, to kind of put a little bit of emphasis, just like the people who actually ink their stuff would look. Try and do it my way. Oh, and I didn't change the stitch length. Okay, cool. Okay, here we go. So now I want to try these new stitches over here that are freaking adorable that I hadn't noticed before. Let's do number 88. Again, making it the longest length I can. It's supposed to be this like other little scalloped edge. Okay, that's freaking adorable. Kind of goes up and down and up and down, kind of like a weird little scallop, but I'm into it. Let's do that. That is so cute. I did not expect that, really, I didn't. I wonder if I do it this way. Let's do it this way. I'm going to do the same stitch, but going the other way. Yeah, and I got some strings stuck in here. Gosh. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness, why is that so freaking cute? Why? Like, why? That's so adorable. I'd never even seen these before, and look how cute that is. That looks adorable. Those are the cutest little stitches I've ever seen. I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some papers in here. Okay, on some stitches, you can get a totally different effect by adjusting the stitch length and the stitch width. You just have to play with it on scrap. Yep, that's what I've been doing here. I didn't know that these were actually really cute. Nobody told me. I'm kind of mad about it. Okay, so let's get the little papers inside. This one's just too cute. Okay. Okay, concentrate, Daisy. Concentrate. I want the biggest papers on here because this is pretty large here. It's pretty large and in charge. Funky. Chunky yet funky. That's right. Okay, so this will be over here. I have this pink paper. And we'll have this book paper. Then I'll have this one. And then some of this pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And where's those? Am I out of those? Oh, no, I'm not. Okay. And 10. Here it is. And I'm going to just use a straight stitch for this, actually. Okay. We'll just straight stitch this one on. It'll be okay. Okay. Okay, Andrea. Good night. Okay, so there's this one. Just a little cascade of a bunch of little scraps, you guys. And the little stitches that I did on the outside that I think are freaking adorable. A little bit straighter over here. I love it, you guys. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. Got a couple more to do. I think they look adorable with the stitching. I'm going to do, let's see, I have another 3 here. So let's just get these 3 done. Let's just get them done, girls. Just get them done. So I'm going to put the little border around it again. I forget today's Friday. I don't know why it feels like a Wednesday or something to me. I know my husband would be mad if I said that because he's off tomorrow. That guy's funny. He's like, don't say it's not Friday. Especially when it's his Friday. This way. Okay, so now you could also make these into pockets. They'd be cute little pockets for your journals too. Okay, so let me do some more of these awesome stitches that I just learned to love. I'm gonna do number 86. It's almost like a V shape. Okay, so let's do that. Just has these like peaks of up and down a little bit. Looks like I just went like a little crooked. Okay, well, can't love all of them, I guess. They're not all going to be cute. But I appreciate not the cutest, but that's okay. So let's do little stars underneath it just to make it look kind of cute. Biggest white setting underneath. I mean on the width and the length. These little stars always save the day. They're so cute. Okay. These cute little stars. I really dig the little stars. I love the little stars. They're so cute. Okay. So now let's get the inside done. 1, 2. 3. 5. Yes, I have to count, sorry. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And do we have any more of those? I think we finally ran out of those floral pictures. Oh, wait, no, here's one. Okay, good. And I need to rip this one off just so. That was a little much, but that's okay. So 10. Okay, so here's our, I think that's number 11, actually. Okay, I'm going to put the stars on top of it, because why not? You guys can see that. Okay, so there's the little stars. This one's a little bit too big, but we'll just cut it off right here. No big deal. We'll make it smaller. There we go. This one's cute with the little stars there. Just got your little papers that you can write on. Blue stuff too. They look adorable. Hey, happy scrappy girl. How are you? Happy Friday. You're over here getting our little junk journals done. I got 2 more to do. I made these little file folders from cardstock. And now we're just kind of decorating them. And then we're putting these little papers inside. Just these little scrap pieces on the inside. That's pretty much what we're doing. That's our project for today. So if you don't have any scraps, I mean, I don't know. I have too many scraps. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you don't have enough scraps. I have too many. Let's see here. So first I start by adding the little border around the little file folder. And this goes in here. And this goes out here. So just like this right here. And then we're going to do a little pretty border. Let me do my favorite little combo of the little scalloped edge and the stars. That's what I'm going to do. This is like my absolute favorite combo of stitches. I'm out of bobbin. I was out of bobbin a long time ago. One moment. Okay, I have another one. Saves the day. Okay. I literally have like a million bobbins because I hate running out of bobbins in the middle of my life. So I always like have extra. Let me just make sure we're at the same spot here. And let's try this again. Okay. We'll do that, and then after we cut off the strings that drive me crazy, we will do the little star stitch. That's adorable. Widest, longest setting, of course. I think I'm even going to put another scalloped edge going over here. I think I might just be that crazy. I might just do it. No problem, Sandra, and thank you so much for your support and for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna do the scalloped edge again, but on this side. So let me go back to number, what was it, 65? 65. Longest, widest setting. This way. I don't remember which way I was going. Okay, here we go. Oh, I did it wrong. This will work too, but this is not what I was going for. I meant for this to go the other way, but I mean, I guess that's what we get. For not paying attention, I got to do this one wrong too. Me too, girl, me too. You saw me discover some new stitches. I was like, oh yeah, these exist. I forgot. Try it out on a little scrap piece of paper. And this is a scrap piece of paper as well. You know what I mean? So can't be too scared on a scrap piece of paper. Okay, so let's put our little papers in here. And this one's a little teeny tiny one. So I gotta use all the little teeny tiny little scraps. This way. Oops, that one's already kind of done. This way. And I'll cut this off later. Here. Fits. Just going through all my little scrappy bits here and grabbing all these little scrap papers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. That's not too wide. Kind of messed them up a little bit. Oops. Okay, that'll work. Kind of puts them out of order sometimes, but whatever. It's fine. Okay, and then the last page right here, this little flower. And let's get this stitch. I'm just going to use a straight stitch for this. No, I'm going to use a star stitch. I changed my mind. I'm going to use a little star stitch because it's too cute. Okay. Hey, Mayor. Welcome. So I'm going to rip these off here because they're a little bit too tall. Everything else should be okay, should fit inside. Okay, it does. So here's my little file folder booklet with my little scraps. And that's how you do that. It's a little messy back here, but that's okay. It looks cute when you open it. So I love that little booklet. Okay, we got one more to do before I get off here. So let's do this one. Okay, let's get this here. Straight stitch around the edge the way I like. You totally don't have to. I'm just super extra. You could also round the corners. That works as well. Looks really cute with rounded corners. I just need to practice my doing rounded corners on the sewing machine. It's the only reason why I'm not doing it. This way. Okay, then I gotta do these really pretty stitches that I've heard of. Let's see, let's do, I want to do I want to do the stars. Hang on, I think this would be a cute combo. The stars, longest, widest setting. Got them on this side. Let me do them on the next side. Then we're going to do a different stitch underneath. It's not going to be scalloped. I know, I'm crazy. Okay, so I'm going to do this little scalloped edge that I've learned to love now, number 77. Yeah, 77. And I'm going to do it the opposite way that I would have last time. So I think this is right. So let's try it. Oh, I love it. Look at it. That's my new favorite stitch. This other scalloped edge I think is adorable. So this would be over here. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, it's this way. Ah! I kind of love it, you guys. I love that stitch. It's my new favorite stitch, you guys. My new favorite scallop. See the difference between those scallops? This is more like a zigzag scallop. Oh, this is more like a zigzag scallop. This is more of your traditional scallop. I love them both, you guys. Oh my goodness. New favorite stitch. Get all these hairs out of here. And let's get to put some papers on the inside of here. Some papers. This one over here. This will go here. There, wait, they're not long enough. Need to be a little bit longer. 2, so here's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. Right, let's do 9, and then 10. This little flower one, which is adorable. And then make sure they close and that they're all nice and in here. And then I'm going to do number 27, little stars, because it's too cute. And I'm going to do those on the inside here. Right here. Okay. Love it with those stars there. I think that looks so cute. Some of these are a little bit too long. All you have to do is get it in here and kind of rip them off a little bit. It doesn't even matter. It's a bunch of scrap paper anyways. So this looks so good. I made quite a few of them here. They look adorable. All their little scrappy papers. And I made some that I didn't sew on, so those will be like whatever. Those are the ugly-headed stepchilds. Okay, so here are the ones that I made today. This was a lot of fun, you guys. So I definitely encourage you guys to try this project. Of course, like I said, you don't need the glue at all. I mean, you don't need the sewing machine at all. You could just glue all the papers together and decorate them however you want them to be. But I think that these are just too cute, you guys. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I will see you guys again on Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope you guys all have a good crafty weekend and do some cool stuff and have some fun with your junk journaling. So thank you guys so much. I will have a good weekend myself, and I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you so much to River City Creative, to Celeste, Donna. Who else is here? Marsha, Cheryl. Let's see. Golden Author, Patricia, for your help, of course. Thank you, Mayor. Who else? Happy Scrappy 45, Sandra, of course, Andrea, and Melinda, and who else? Kate the Skate. And Sherry. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for some fun. Robin, thank you guys. I'll see you guys here Monday. Have a good weekend. Bye, you guys.